Guys, here we are back for this hole. One of the things that I said that I was going to do for this guide was to play this a little bit differently. So we're either going to need to go for this bunker hop shot here with the free to play balls, or we're going to have to go over to the right. The only other alternative is you could use berserkers and you could still play it the way that I did in my other guide. But, you know, the dead ball, royal ball option is going to be a good one. It's just going to require, you know, needing to play the precise amount of rings. And you can see that opponent was able to do that. You know, one more great ball there, though, and maybe clips the rough on that initial bounce. So it is something you got to be a little bit careful on. Now, one of the things that I would suggest if you are going to go out to the right is just try to get it down there as far as possible. If I wanted to do this hop shot here, you know, I would take pretty much as much topspin as I can and just try to make this second hop land on this fairway front and then curl it and try to keep that bounce from landing into the bunker. However, you know, I do find that shot to be just a tiny bit risky. So one of the things that I'm going to try to do here is there's 5 rings, here's 10, thinking like 11 rings or so. And you can just play it out to the rough, to the right. Now what this is going to allow you to do is it should be relatively safe where you don't have to worry about, you know, hitting it in the bunker or putting it in trouble. However, the one thing that it is going to do is it's going to take away any chance of a straight approach into the green for hole out here. You see, even with my opponent, you know, he brought a sniper. It might not be the best, and I kind of walked through that in my last guide, telling you why that, you know, you might not want to bring sniper, because having that range and being able to stay off of the topspin makes it just a little bit easier to execute. But if you do want to, you know, try to rely on that hop shot, hop the bunker shot, it's going to really require a precision play, and you'll need to play it very consistent. You know, one little hiccup or bounce that doesn't hit the fairway the way that you want, and you can wind up in the bunker. So that's one of the main reasons that I'm just kind of showing you this shot, because I just find it to be a safer way to go about going it. So if you want to just ensure that you can make sure that you get your eagle, much easier to do so when you go out to the right-hand side. And what I'll typically do is use my full topspin here and just try to curl it. So if I want this to land pretty close, I want it to land pretty close to the max line here. And in terms of my ring adjustment, I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 rings. And other than that, we're just going to go for some curl. About half curl, more or less. And you can see that we just kind of shoot it up here. It's probably going to stay to the left, as you can see. But you can see that we can get it up here towards the hole with no real difficulty. Worst case scenario, we're kind of on the front fringe, which will give you a clear look at the pitch as well. So, you know, should be relatively straightforward here, but I am just going to pull it up. With the new club changes, it almost seems like the Rapier 9 can start to kind of bridge the gap between a Endbringer. So, you know, the Rapier can be a good option, especially in situations like this. You'll just want to make sure that you're checking for you know, no ball guide glitches to where it might be short hopping, and it doesn't appear that there is any here, but this is, you know, I'm close enough that I wouldn't have to play any break there. So just put it in and hit it straight in. So good luck there, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next hole.